All right, we're getting ready to do a lesson today. This one is entitled Pet Home, making a little home or a little dog house for your pet, or a little cat house, depending on what you've got. Maybe you got a hamster. We're going to start off and get a picture of that if you have. If you don't have a picture of your pet, draw a little picture. What we've done is we've drawn pictures of our pets. Show them what you've got. That's Moon. He's our little dog. And I've drawn Bogey. Bogey's our bigger dog. And we're going to make homes for these today. Are y'all ready? I know we are. We're excited. We've got, what you're going to need are scissors, glue, markers. You're going to need some construction paper, a couple different kinds, a couple different colors that contrast each other a little bit or complement each other in some way. We're using blues, two blues, her blue and my blue. And so I'm going to cut these in half right now to get it started so that we each have enough to work with. Now, you all hopefully will have much the same stuff, but if there's something that you have that's different, it's okay. If you've got crayons instead of markers, that'll work. The lesson online, if you've got it printed out, calls for yarn. We're using fishing line today because we didn't find our yarn. And so we're going to start today by taking a look at the lesson. The first thing we want to do is we want to pick one of our colors. Which one are you going to pick? You're going to pick the bowl. Yeah. And this is what we're going to use to make the actual dog house or cat house, the little pet house out of. And so what I want to do is I want to fold this in half. And remember we talked about hamburger and hot dog fold. What's this one?
Hot dog.
Oh.
Hamburger?
Hamburger fold.
Oh, yeah.
Hamburger fold it in half.
We don't.
And we're going to take our scissors and cut right down that half line. There you go. Now yours can be a square, it can be a rectangle, but you want two about the same size.
Does it matter if it's not perfect?
Does it matter if it's not perfect? No, it's never be perfect.
Okay, because I'm not very good at folding things perfectly. Or doing anything perfect.
All right, and watch where your hands are, watch where your fingers are when you're cutting. Anytime you're using scissors, want to make sure your fingers are now in front of those little blades. Be careful. All right. Once you've got your paper cut into two halves, we're going to pick one of those halves. And this is going to be the front, and the other side is going to be the back. So pick one that's going to be the front. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a door that we can open up. And so there's a couple ways that you can do this. Because ours are going to be kind of small, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut mine simply straight up and then making an L that goes like so. Now, I also want to make sure that my picture of my animal is going to fit sort of behind that size door. So I want to make sure my door is about the right size for the picture I've drawn. And so I'm pretty happy with it. I might have to trim my photo down a little bit, my little picture down a little bit. But so a little L. Now once we get those pasted, that's going to open up. So all you got to do is make an L. Okay, notice start a little more to one side so that when you cut your L, the door ends up being sort of in the middle. A little taller, there you go. Perfect. All right, excellent, very well done. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to put our little dog onto the back piece. Get the backing piece. It's the same size as the one we didn't cut. And we're going to take a little bit of glue. And remember, just a little dab will do you when it comes to glue. If you don't have Elmer's glue, you can use glue sticks. If you have some type of rubber cement, you can use that as well. Whatever the materials that you have laying around your house, that'll get the job done. That's what you want to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Can you borrow the scissors? Oh, you're busy. I'm over there interrupting. I apologize. All right. I'm going to cut my little picture of Bogey down. And I'm going to glue him right to the back. And once I've done that, I'm going to show you what I've done there. So I've simply glued the picture of a little dog I've drawn, Bogey, into the background.
Kind of like this right here.
Yeah, down just a little lower. Yeah, so you make sure it's going to be inside your door. Perfect. All right, so Serena's glued hers onto hers. She's going to hold it up so hers looks like that. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that one we did where we cut, and we're going to put glue. Watch where I put glue. This is the important part. So So we're going to put it in the corners first of all, because we want it to glue well down into the corners. So I'm going to put a little dab here, a little dab here, a little dab here, and a little dab here. But we also want to make sure that around where that door is going to hinge, that it's glued on real well. So where my line stops, so you see here where my line stops, down next to that edge, I'm going to draw one straight line of bead of glue. Where that line, just kind of next to where that line stops, straight down like so. Same thing on the other side of the door, a straight line, and also a straight line across the top. You want to try that?
Yeah.
So this is what it's going to look like before I glue it down. Now when I glue it down, I'm going to press real nice and make it firm so it's glued in place like it's supposed to be. And rub it down. And then I'm going to put my finger right where that hinge should be. And I'm going to lift up just to make sure I can see my dog. Now, I missed a little bit, so I want to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pull mine apart just a little bit and shift my dog because you can't hardly see his face sticking out. Look at that. So I'm going to peel mine up and just shift that dog while the glue is wet over to the right so that everybody can see his face.
This is where my glue should be.
Looking good. So I'm going to hold it up so everybody can see, okay? So notice that Serena has put her glue along the edge where her hinge is, along the edge where the door is, and on top of the door as well. And don't forget, she got those four corners. Now she's going to put that down and put it in place. Get it lined up real well like you like it. Push it down. I'm back to looking at mine again and making sure when I open my door, now I see his face. Let's see how yours looks. Oh, excellent. All right, so she did it just right. Putting your finger here. I'm going to put my finger here where the hinge should be so we don't pull our glue up. But I'll show you when we open the door, you can see little moon right there in his house. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that complementary color. In my case, it's the dark blue. In Serena's case, it's the teal. And we're going to cut out some things to go on the house, like maybe a roof of the house. So I'm going to make mine a triangle. What shape are you going to make yours?
I'm going to make mine a triangle too.
Make a triangle too? Okay, so I'm going to go up like this. And I'm going to make a triangle shape that looks like that. And I'm going to glue that to the top of my house. Like so. So it's going to have a little roof on it. Alright, I'm going to steal the glue again. Alright, you ready to glue yours on?
Yeah, I got glue in my hand.
Alright, so I'm just putting a little glue, one little strip that's going to hold it in place.
It's not long enough for my house.
Do you want to do another piece? Want to cut another one? Yeah, cut a bigger piece. So Serena didn't cut hers quite big enough, so let's measure it this time. So we'll lay this down first. Okay, and then so you can kind of come up from each corner, right to the middle. That'll make it big enough?
What I'm doing is I thought it would make it easier if I just cut off one of the corners.
Well, it does, except that it's going to make it hard to measure. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got a little short on the small one there. Okay, so cut your roof out. We're also going to cut out other little accents, little details. So we're going to cut out little squares for windows, if you want to put windows in it, so it looks like a little house. We've got a two-story house, so I'm going to put two little windows up top and a little window downstairs next to my door. How are you going to do yours?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Not sure yet? All right, now Serena has painstakingly measured hers to make sure this time it's exactly the width that she wants it. Good job. And she's going to make her triangle. Very well done. Excellent.
That's good enough. That's close enough.
Oh, that's good. Perfect. All right. Glue your roof on there. I'm going to cut a strip here that I'm going to use to make my windows with so that they're all the same height. So what I've done is I cut one strip. I'm simply going to cut these into little rectangles that are about the same size that I'm going to use as windows. Now, Serena might not do windows on hers. She might do something completely different. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut out one more little window for the door itself. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cut like a little bit here so you can see his face before he opens the door, like a little window.
Okay, so let's do this before. If you're going to do that, because I don't want to use those scissors like that. That's not where I'm going to use the scissors, right?
Yeah, because it's too...
So, why don't you poke a hole first with your pencil? So she's making a little window in the door that opens up in hers.
The pencil's not sharp enough. It won't poke.
Won't poke through? Let's try mine. Let me help you out here. Okay. Now try those scissors. You can poke those in there and be very careful by cutting that little window open.
Can you help me? Yeah, I'm way too shaky to do that.
All right. So if you have mom or dad around that can help you out a little bit on these, that helps. Comes in handy.
I don't trust myself at all.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we made a little cut there. So she's got a little window. All right.
No, we can't see his face.
That's all right. All right, let's go ahead and put your other details on. Got any little windows you want to put on? Okay. We're running low on time here. We've got about 3 minutes to finish this booger up. All right. So, how are you gonna cut your windows? You cut out little rectangles. Let's just cut strips, okay, and then cut the rectangles out of that strip. There you go. So this is what mine looks like. I've got a little doghouse here. When I open up my doghouse door, you see my little dog Bogey. The Boaster. Living in his little house with his little doors and little windows. I'm going to turn that window sideways. I like that better. So that's what mine came out with. Yours is going to look different. I hope you got something you like. Let's see how Serena's looks here. She's getting ready to wrap hers up.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut out one more little detail. I'll cut out a little circle for a window. That's a pretty bad circle. Ugh.
It's all right.
Pretty bad circle, but okay.
And she's added some extra details with her windows. I don't know if you can see them. The little crosses there on the window that show like there's little, little window panes in there. I think I like that. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to use that myself. We've got about a minute and a half to get this done.
I'm going.
So again, you do yours how you like. I really liked the little crosses she put in her window. So I'm stealing that idea.
I'm doing mine kind of like the window shades.
Okay, nice.
On this one. Just for this one.
All right, get it posted on there.
I'm going. I'm going to put one over here.
All right, guys. We're going to have to wrap up here. All right, put that on there. That's all right. Let's turn around and show them what it looked like real quick.
Not done.
All right. We're not. She's going to finish it. But you can see hers is a little different. But you open up the door, and there's the little moonster.
Little moony.
All right. Thank you all for participating. We'll see you in the next video.